Y'all got bit by an ant, a red ant. It hurts. I got a new car. I don't know if you guys are gonna be into this, but I'm super into it. I like all about being able to just hit the road, go on adventures, and document it all, or throwing models and a full team in here and going to an epic location. I currently have a Jeep and it's awesome. It's super fun, but it's very limiting. It's 2001. It's like one of those things where it's like you don't want to keep it running because it might start overheating. You can't go too far on it. Jake, who's filming, he's been on it on road trip. It's not the funnest thing to ride in after living with it. So I wanted a full-size Bronco. It's impossible to get those right now. I looked everywhere and everywhere has like a 20K dealership markup on it. So I'm settling for this for now and have a bunch of upgrades that I'm going to do. All right, guys, so I'm gonna start off with like what mods I plan to do. Again, I plan to trade this in like 3 years possibly to get a bigger Bronco. So I'm trying not to do too much. I think these are like 27, 28 inch wheels. The stock wheels that come with the Outer Banks. I got the Outer Banks model. Kind of wish I forgot what the other one's called, but it's the one that has the extra off-road features. I'm going to get 30-inch tires on here. I most likely will end up getting a lift because I've already rolled over a rock and it dented some of the exhaust system below. Knowing me, I should probably get the lift. The only lifts available are 1/2 inch leveling kit. That's gonna help a lot, but I mean, this thing shockingly does well even in stuff like this, because it has all these electronics and it's more of an all-wheel drive than four-wheel drive, kind of similar thing, but kind of different. But yeah, I might do different wheels eventually. Again, I don't want to put too much money into it. I do want to get traction boards. Traction boards, like if you get stuck in sand, throw them underneath your tire and they'll just kind of help you get out. But I most likely are gonna have to get a roof rack. I'm gonna put traction boards on there. From there, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can do a whole cargo system, lifts up, which this is gonna be super badass to use for filming. A lot of times, if I'm trying to shoot motorcycles or stuff, we like to hang out and stuff. And this is like perfect for us to literally just put our bellies on it and hang down. That was another downside to the Jeep. It's a manual, and a lot of these kids don't know how to drive manuals anymore. So this is all automatic, so it'll be a lot more easier. See, we're getting it dusty. The back is pretty rad. They come with these cargo mats on the back of the seats and down here. The Jeep alone, this is all the space I had. And I had put a metal rack, fabricated a metal rack in the back of it just to give me more space. So Sedona's fat butt's on here. But now these seats come down. I could try to pile everything on one side and then I can lay here and Sedona will have room next to me too if I'm out camping or just doing a road trip and I need to sit down and take a nap, because that happens a lot where I'm falling asleep on the road. And the Jeep, there's nowhere to like really pull over unless I just sleep in the seat, and it's an old uncomfortable seat. So this just alone is going to be amazing. But yeah, I do want to figure out a way to make some kind of luggage system or something to where I can roll gear out and have it secured in there while still have enough room to put a generator, and maybe I could rig C-stands. I'll just have a Pelican case on top with C-stands in there. I'm moving to LA, so I don't know if that's wise because most likely will get stolen. But also, cool little thing up here, you could put hangers up on here. If you're styling and a team wants to work out here, they'll easily be able to. It'd be cool if I could build some swing away thing to maybe we could put a like kind of a little deck thing out. Oh, that's the other thing. When I get a roof rack, the little canopy things that come out to give you shade. So Noah's not supposed to be in the front seat, but yeah. I got the leather. It's partially leather, but you can see all the dog hair. This is just from today, her being in here and how dirty it is. So I have a little, one of those dog cover things coming in. I literally got this 2 days ago. So last night I stayed up late, spending way too much money on a bunch of shit. You got pockets up here. So you can put an iPad, a laptop on here, and they go pretty deep. And then you have cool MOLLE systems. So I have a MOLLE bag coming in. I usually have my radios up on here. I have a bunch of like grip stuff coming in that I'll just be able to hang off on here. So if I'm shooting on location and this Jeep, oh geez, must sound my Jeep, I think. Anyways, this is the inside. It's pretty roomy. So I test drove the full-size Bronco. I was approaching this one. I thought it was gonna be super tiny. The interior is actually kind of similar. The full-size, the dash is just gorgeous and beautiful. This is pretty like simple. Jake, let's switch sides and then let's go over just like all the terrain modes for all you people who are planning to get this, who are like Subaru guys and just like road trippers and adventurers who like love going to national parks, camping and stuff, who are thinking about possibly getting this car, or Jeep Renegade people. I just want to kind of show you guys that this car it's good for you, for like filmmakers and photographers. I know there's a lot of us creatives now that love to travel and produce content and everything. And I think this might be the best affordable middle of the ground type of car that can still handle sketchy road conditions. So let's sit down here and I'll go over the road little goat mode thing. All right, guys, we were rolling in 60 frames per second for all that last stuff, so I apologize for the weird stuff. All right, guys, and right here we have our goat modes. The goat modes mean go over any terrain, something like that. This really helps when you're off-roading. Again, this doesn't have like a full-time four-wheel, like 4x4 mode. The Badlands version, the upgraded one, has that. So this is what happens when you go to your goat modes. You see we have our normal, we have our eco, sport mode. From there, we have our slippery mode. I'm excited for this just because in my Jeep, that thing hydroplanes like a motherfucker. And then we have our sand mode, and that's what I use for off-roading because that turns off the traction control. Come here. All right, guys, last thing. There's a little bottle opener right here. So again, the whole reason I got this, the Jeep's been awesome. I love that thing. I'm gonna sell it. If you wanna buy it, let me know. This is just going to help a lot. Again, I think this car is gonna be great for anyone that wants to take road trips and document it, or if you're doing photo shoots and you're trying to travel far places. The videos I plan on doing with this, let me know what you guys wanna see. I can either do separate videos each time I do an upgrade, or I just do a final video, the final build out. And then after that, I just want to kind of use the car in actual productions as chase cars or just transportation, obviously. But then I might do some stuff like some lifestyle stuff because I don't share a whole lot of stuff that I do in my personal life. I love going camping, just hanging out and fishing. So maybe some hacks or just document the way I built this out. Again, I don't know how much money and time I want to put into building this out because I do plan on getting the full size. Now let me talk about what really made me go with this one instead of the full size. Obviously they're really hard to get right now. There's dealer markups on it that are crazy high. The one I was looking at was $70,000 and it was the Outer Banks one that's priced, I think, $45K out the door for MSRP. And then all of them were telling me if I did place an order, I wouldn't see it for another year or two because people who pre-order still haven't gotten them. Another guy told me 2 months. And if that happens, I'll be fucking pissed because this was out the door. I got them down to 40K. It would have been 45K, which that would have been pointless for me to get it because I could have got a full size if I ordered it. So yeah, kind of kicked myself in the ass for that one because if I just pre-ordered it, I would have had a full size one by now. I did their flex buy thing for the first 3 years. My payments will be lower. I'm paying $450 a month on this for the first 3 years. After that, I'll have an option to trade it in. And if I don't trade it in, if I decide to keep it, the next 4 years from that, it's a 72-month loan. The next 4 years after that, my payments will be like more around 600. I think my insurance is around like 120 for this, but I'm 31. I've been driving since I was 17. So I've never been in a car accident. So I have decent insurance, but that should just give you guys, just be able to wrap your head around like what your cost would be on this. If you guys are looking at this car, it's awesome. It has all the current like modern features on it. You can easily do fire roads like this. I'm interested in seeing what's gonna do in the snow when I get my all-terrain tires on there. If it does well, this thing's gonna be a freaking beast. You just can't go over super treacherous stuff, which I've tried in the first 10 minutes of me owning it. I'll pop that video in here. All right. It's not half bad at all. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see how steep that hill is. It's pretty much a straight up wall. All right, we slipped a little bit, but then that shit got up somehow. Damn. Let me know if you guys are into this. If not, don't watch the videos that come out in the future on it. That's it. Who else loves dog noses? I just like, look, she's used to me just rubbing her nose. All right, guys, that's it. Peace. It's really tested. Willie tested. Oh, donut tested. Jeez, dumbass.